Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Did you know that the human brain is capable of holding an incredible amount of information? In fact, studies have shown that the human brain can hold up to 2.5 petabytes of information, which is equivalent to the storage capacity of 3,016 gigabytes iPhones. The human brain is one of the most complex and fascinating structures in the known universe. It is made up of over 100 billion neurons, each with its own unique function and purpose. These neurons communicate with each other through a complex network of synapses, which allows us to think, feel, and experience the world around us. Neurons are specialized cells that are responsible for transmitting information throughout the nervous system. They have three main parts: the cell body, dendrites, and axons. The cell body is the main part of the neuron and contains the nucleus, which houses the genetic material that controls the function of the neuron. The dendrites are small, branch-like extensions that extend out from the cell body and receive signals from other neurons or sensory receptors. The axon is a long, thin extension that extends from the cell body and carries signals away from the cell body to other neurons or muscles. Neurons communicate with each other through a process called synaptic transmission. When an electrical signal reaches the end of an axon, it triggers the release of chemicals called neurotransmitters into the synapse, which is the small gap between the axon of one neuron and the dendrites of another. These neurotransmitters then bind to receptors on the dendrites of the neighboring neuron, causing a new electrical signal to be generated and sent down the axon. There are many different types of neurons, each with a unique structure and function. Sensory neurons, for example, are specialized to respond to stimuli from the environment, such as light or sound. Motor neurons, on the other hand, control the movement of muscles. Interneurons are responsible for connecting sensory and motor neurons and for processing information within the brain. The human brain contains an estimated 100 billion neurons, and each neuron can make thousands of connections with other neurons. This allows for incredibly complex and intricate patterns of communication within the brain, enabling us to think, feel, and perceive the world around us. Neurons also have the ability to change and adapt over time, a process known as neuroplasticity. This means that the connections between neurons can be strengthened or weakened depending on how often they are used, allowing the brain to learn and form new memories. Overall, neurons are fascinating cells that play a critical role in how our brains function and process information. Understanding how they work and interact with each other can help us better understand the complexities of the human brain and how we think and perceive the world around us. So, how does the brain manage to store such a massive amount of information? The answer lies in the way that memories are formed and stored in the brain. When we experience something new, like learning a new skill or meeting a new person, our brains create new neural connections that form the basis of our memory. These connections are strengthened over time through a process called long-term potentiation, which helps to solidify our memories and make them easier to recall. But memory storage in the brain is not just about strengthening existing connections. The brain is also capable of creating new neurons through a process called neurogenesis. This allows us to continually add new information to our memory storage, expanding our capacity for learning and growth. The ability of the human brain to hold such a massive amount of information is truly remarkable. But it's not just about the amount of information that we can store. It's also about how we process and use that information. Our brains are constantly processing information, making connections, and creating new ideas. This is what allows us to learn, create, and innovate. And the more we learn and grow, the more our brain's capacity for storing information expands. So, the next time you're amazed by the amount of information that you're able to remember that it's all thanks to the incredible power of your brain. And who knows, maybe one day we'll be able to unlock even more of its incredible potential. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the brain, we're sure to uncover even more amazing facts and discoveries. But for now, let's just marvel at the incredible power of the human brain and all that it is capable of. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.